Back in 2002, when Super Mario Sunshine came out on the GameCube, people were amazed. The levels were bigger than ever before, the colors were brighter, and it had a water-powered jetpack. Which, seemed a bit weird at the time, but it worked. Fans and critics alike praised Sunshine for everything it was. Then, 5 years later in 2007, when Galaxy came out, it somehow released to even greater amazement. The strides it took in aesthetic as well as making gravity controls actually work, instead of being super wonky like in the past, look at you Sonic Adventure 2, was amazing. But it was very different. Other than the fact that now we're in space, the largest difference was in the way Mario controls. He's a lot floatier and has less options. But this was intentional. See, Nintendo is smart, and they know how important controls are to the entire game. So when making a game like Galaxy, it was important to make the controls just right, and that affected the way the entire game was designed. Now, the most noticeable difference between the two games is, well, the big flood Mario has on his back. But for just a second, I want to look past that. Let's look at just the abilities Mario has in each game. In Sunshine, he has the normal triple jump, spin jump, ground pound, side flip, dive jump, wall jumps, backflip, and if you want to get all technical and fancy, he has Y turning, on top of all the movement he has from just the FLUDD. Now in Galaxy, they simplified it to only the triple jump, ground pound, side flip, backflip, wall jump, and they gave him back his long jump from Super Mario 64. Oh, and of course the most important ability, the spin. He obviously has less control in Super Mario Galaxy, and this led to more simple levels. They aren't quite as complex as some of Sunshine's. Also, notice how much floatier Mario is in Galaxy than in Sunshine. He takes much longer to hit the floor, except for the ground pound, which I don't really know why that happens. This is super important because, well, one, it totally fits the space aesthetic that Mario Galaxy is going for, and two, it just makes the game easier. Sunshine was widely considered the second hardest Mario game by many fans, and Nintendo is obviously trying to appeal to a more casual crowd these days, so it makes perfect sense for them to try to make a game that appeals a little bit more for the kids. So the way Mario moves really supports the simpler and easier level design in Galaxy. Now none of this is bad, the more linear game design is really up to preference, and trust me, Galaxy can still get tough. Stupid purple coins. It's creative to make the game easier by not increasing health or making less jumps or less chances to die. They just made the game floatier so that the precise landing is a lot easier. Now I want to compare the two most crucial factors in all the platforming in these two games, the hover nozzle in Sunshine and the spin in Galaxy. The hover nozzle allows you to travel farther and higher than usual, giving you a few seconds boost of water. The spin is a slight height and that can really help with the precise platforming. This is incredibly important to how both games are designed. The hover nozzle really supports the large levels with big gaps that need to be crossed. Think of Sunshine and how complex the levels can get. They can be pretty large, and they're very non-linear. You often need to travel around the whole stage to get a shine. In Galaxy, the spin supports precise platforming with jumps that, if missed, lead to death. That's why Galaxy is so much more linear and has a larger focus on platforming. It would suck to travel around Sunshine with just a spin, and Galaxy's levels would be a cakewalk with the hover nozzle. Sunshine was a lot more focused on the exploration and puzzles than on the platforming, and that's why I had the hover nozzle. The FLUDD was designed to help that, while Galaxy has a lot more linear levels with much larger emphasis on precise platforming. Think about the punishment for falling. Most of the time falling in Sunshine means you just have to climb back up a little bit, but in Galaxy, it almost always means death. Now, I can't possibly finish this without talking about the secret levels in Sunshine. After all, these were the direct inspiration for what would become Galaxy. This is where Sunshine abandons all of the large and explorative levels in favor for the more traditional linear levels of Mario in the past. This totally changes everything and can give a lot more of a side-by-side comparison. These levels were amazing and easily my favorite part of Sunshine, but they can be kind of frustrating. The stupid sliding physics suck, and the added weight really makes some of these jumps hard to eyeball. While in Galaxy it can still be tough, but not quite as frustrating as the floatier physics allow for less shenanigans. Seriously though, Sunshine's physics were messed up a lot of the time. I'm looking at you, Pachinko Machine, you rat. Sorry, I'm cool now. I'm good. Anyways, moving on. Overall, the two games are absolutely amazing, beyond a shadow of a doubt, some of the best things Nintendo has ever done. And who can really say which game is better? I mean, it's Galaxy. Galaxy's better. It's much better. But Sunshine is a lot of fun too, and both prove why Mario is the juggernaut he is today. Thank you all for watching. I know it's been a while since something's been posted here, and there's a reason for that. We're attempting to focus the channel, so game design will now be moving to our second channel, Aggressively Medium Gaming. Go there now to subscribe, because if you want to see more of this series or other gaming stuff, it's all going to be there. This channel will now just be our live action stuff. So thank you all for watching, and have a great day.